crossed my line, now they're biting. Yeah, rocky coasts and lighthouses. What she knows now, I doubt it. Talk to me nice. I think your confusion starts with street lights.
Hi Aquarius, welcome to January 2020 tarot readings with me, and happy birthday to those of you guys who are born in January later on this month. So guys, we have a lot to cover. I feel we're at the beginning of a new year, a beginning of a new decade. So I'm very excited to see what's going on. We have the Star card. This is you, Aquarius. I sat with your energy. It didn't take me very long at all to connect with your energy. So I think most of us are just really ready for guidance. We're really open energetically because of the new cycle that has opened up. So we have the Star card, one of my favorite cards. Hope, renewal, faith is what that stands for. And of course, Aquarius. So let's see a little bit of what's behind you, Aquarius, before we start. So we have the Seven of Cups. So similar to Capricorn this month, you guys have options as well. Some of them you may have more hope in, less hope in. Some of you guys are just hopeful in, you know, an abundance. This is kind of Aquarian. I've never really seen this energy as Aquarius, but this is like emotional collectivity. So like the collectiveness of all emotions of maybe a whole group. I've never read this card like this, but in this combination here, it is. It's people coming together emotionally, you know, looking at your options as a whole, which may be something that you do, Aquarius, but this is a really important card. Now, we move into the Ten of Cups. A lot of cup energy. Wow. Ten of Cups. This is emotional fulfillment, emotional long-term, something that you've already felt or established for yourself or that you want. Home, family, relationships. You know, one of the most happiest cards. Now, this tells me that you have a lot of options when it comes to home, family, relationships. But it's all about identifying this month, especially that you guys are going through birthdays and solar cycles. You know, I always say, even though this is kind of a Piscean card, it is fantasy, it is illusion. You know, this may be an actual dream or a daydream, but it's fantasy, it's illusion. Not all these options or emotions or offers are real. They're all going to initiate a different emotional response. But with this particular card message, I know that most of you guys are just thinking about options that would fulfill you the most. It may be home options, relationship options, or options in regards to your family. But you're coming from a place of emotional stability, emotional patience. Some of you guys have really mastered, you know, emotion and compassion and keeping certain things to yourself. You know, the King of Cups is usually a male Scorpio to me. So I'm just going to go ahead and say, with the first three cards behind you being water cards, there's a lot of emotion, and you want to know why, Aquarius? Because Capricorn season is 12 houses away from you. So we had a new moon eclipse, we have Pluto, we have Saturn, we have Mercury, we have Jupiter, we have the South Node. All of those energies are in your 12th house of subconscious on the zodiac wheel. So the beginning of January is essentially an ending of a cycle for you before you step into the sun of your birthday. You know, we do have Venus in Aquarius right now, so that is positive. And we do have Temperance here. So we have a younger Sagittarius, and we have the Tower. So there may be some shocking, passionate messages, specifically in relation to Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. And I do see a younger Sagittarius here. But this is patience, maybe alchemy even, moderation. You guys have kind of definitely, I see a lot of emotional maturity. And some of you are dealing with masculine water signs that may be important. But I feel emotional maturity is just something we have to surrender to and master when we go through 12th house energy. And again, we have a lot of options here as far as home and abundance, all right? I don't know if some of you guys are feeling a little emotionally overwhelmed, and this could be a good emotionally overwhelming energy, because I do feel that with the Ten of Cups, it's like someone feels very full because of this relationship or home environment. But Aquarius, this has something to do with January, okay? It's the card right behind you. And then we're back to the Star. So I just wanted to show you a little bit of that, because that may be important, but we're going to get started in shuffling to see what actually comes out for you. A lot of options, Aquarius. You want to just calculate the way that you feel about all these different things coming in, okay? Now, we just had an indication of the Tower. It flipped back over. So there is shock. There is change. You know, that is the card for Mars. And Mars is just entered Sagittarius. So when Mars shifts signs, we have to take action differently according to the zodiac sign. We express ourselves, you know, Also, war may be a thing. You know, I know it's January 3rd, and look, we stopped shuffling at the Temperance. But there is this World War III thing going on that just happened last night, and it's interesting that that should happen when Mars shifted. It's interesting. So, you know, January does have that kind of aspect to it, because some of us are just really ready to start over, start new. We're feeling that energy. Okay, yeah, this is so weird. Similar messages to Capricorn. I'm going to reshuffle Aquarius because, you know, I have Mercury in Aquarius. So it's really interesting. And I have Venus in Aquarius. But we do have a message here similar to Capricorn. This was the first card out that came for Capricorn. So I think we're all headed into this new year willing to fight for certain things. Maybe a little bit defensive or feeling a little bit protected. And we have the Sun card. This is happiness, Leo energy, clarity. Some of you guys are standing up in regards to a child or your own happiness, your own clarity, or Leo, okay? Some of you are protecting that energy, Leo, maybe standing up for a child or something. And we have this with the Three of Pentacles. So this might involve work, collaboration, a third party maybe, but this is some kind of plan for happiness that you're standing up for, Aquarius. Some kind of plan or contract that might involve a child for some of you, but overall, in general, I feel like this is just some kind of plan that you're putting together or people you're collaborating with. This is a co-worker energy. Keep your eye out for Leo co-workers. And there just may be people around you or below you, I should say, this month that want you to, you know, they want you to be in conflict. They want you to fall. They don't want you to be in that position. And this has something to do with something you planted, something you've been waiting for. So let's focus, Aquarius. What's going on for Aquarius, January? Okay, lots of cards coming out. Just like Capricorn, 3 cards wanted to come out. And we'll just have to take these. You know, we have those 3. So either way, we are starting the month out and the reading out with 3 cards. There's just so much going on the beginning of January. And I am recording this on the 3rd. So we have the 8 of Swords, the 5 of Wands, and the 10 of Wands. We're going to have to just go with this and see what this becomes. But I do see some Aquarians who are in their head about conflict, competition. There's some tension that you feel caught in, stuck in. The 8 of Swords, it is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. So this is a bit more symbolic for you than it was for Capricorn. Okay, there's a lot of similar cards coming out for you in Capricorn's reading. So if you have Capricorn energy, I strongly suggest you watch that reading. There might be a message there, but Eight of Swords is self-imprisonment, things that we're thinking about or ways of thinking that keep us stuck with people, places, and things. It keeps us on the same mindset of being trapped, like we can't move, we can't get out. You know, I always say with this card, the way forward is forward. You know, those swords are not completely surrounding that woman. I do see some of you guys are a little unsure about how to feel. Maybe it has to do with those options we talked about. Or maybe you're just overwhelmed emotionally, air sign. But there's some detachment here I'm picking up on. And I'm going to go ahead and say you have a reason for that. Because with the 10 of Wands and the 5 of Wands, this is heavy fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Has to do with expression. Maybe even like fired up energy. But this is a burden that you're wanting to release. Like you come into January really wanting to release the last 10 years of the decade. Really wanting to get rid of extra baggage, weights, things that are just kind of weighing you down. And it has something to do with, you know, something that needs to change. This is conflict, competition, and you feel kind of stuck. All 3 of these cards came out together. So conflict in January, you're really not wanting to carry that with you, right? It keeps you stuck. It keeps you trapped in a certain way of thinking or in a place. Some of you guys, this is a place, a house, a home, a job, a place where there's, you know, a lot of people around, and they're not your kind of people, Aquarius. For some of you, your kind of people don't have wands in their hands fighting. Okay, the only thing missing here is a piñata. So this is burdening you. I feel a lot of you guys, specifically the start, like the first couple of weeks of January, you know, conflict and tension are going to really, really burden you. And it's going to really make you feel in your head. This may have something to do with a financial decision or financial stress, you know, weighing the pros and cons about this situation. But you guys you guys need to find a way out of this situation. What else do we have for Aquarius? Aquario? What else do we have for Aquarius for January 2020? Messages for Aquarius for January 2020, please. there just might be a little bit of tension here, Aquarius. It doesn't have to be some big old drawn out fight. You guys are typically peaceful people, very friendly. So this is probably others around you, and you are trying to figure out a way to help others get out of conflicts. But this is in some way conflicting you, keeping you in a certain thing. Out comes a female Aquarius. I don't want to say female, it's just the feminine side of you. This is my Aquarian though. My king and queen of swords is my Aquarius. It's Libra and Gemini, but for me, I immediately think Aquarius, specifically with the queen of swords. So it doesn't matter your gender. We do have a queen here. So remember, you're mastering your emotions with the 12th house, moving into your first house at the end of the month though. So endings and beginnings, but wow, is somebody intellectual here. Wow, is somebody really mastered their intellect. This is a very smart and wise person. They know how to say things. They definitely have a very sound mind, okay? Genius, borderline genius here, someone. Very calculated. You know, the Queen of Swords, she can be cold. She gets a bad rap for being cold and detached, bitchy even. This could be the energy of, you know, cutting things out of your life, especially after you determine what this self-imprisonment is. Like, I love when the Queen of Swords shows up next to like something like the 8 or the 9 or the 10 of Swords, because that shows me that you guys are going to master your thoughts in this situation. That's the only thing this woman needs to do, is master what she thinks. You know, it starts in our mind, doesn't it, Aquarius? Our perception over things, very important. So this might be a conversation or some kind of like choice of words or something like that, but either way, at this point in the reading, so towards the end of the first week or first couple weeks of January, or at some point, I don't want to put heavy harsh timelines here, but I do feel that there's going to be clarity, meaning what you say, saying what you mean, kind of cutting through that confusion and getting in further in touch and in contact with what you think intellectually, the facts. The Queen of Swords is all about facts, and I will say the Queen of Swords is always open to communicating, always open to communicating. But when those of the people who want to talk to her are truthful, she's open to the truth, she's open to facts, she's open to talking and conversing, mental mastery. She's not necessarily open to emotion though, especially when she's just released herself from something she didn't want to feel anyways, conflict, burdens. So she's not real open to that, but she is open to communicating. And the bottom of the deck here is the Wheel of Fortune. So this is when things start to change for you in January. Okay, there's going to be a moment in January where things kind of turn, things start changing. This might have to do with financial balance or equal give and take, especially for those of you who are in situations where you feel like you communicate more than the other person, because this is the gift of words, the gift of gab. The Fool is coming out, so there is some kind of new beginning here as well. This may be someone or something leaping towards you. If you in fact are this Queen of Swords, I feel like this is a person, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And after you free yourself, this is simply a shift in mindset for some reason this month. You know what I'm saying? I think this is you in the 12th house. So for the majority of Capricorn season up until the 21st, you are in this asylum almost. You know, this could easily just be the cards showing me what's going on in your mind, Aquarius. Heavy tension, and you know, this is all going on behind the scenes, I feel. So don't feel weird like people see this. Chances are you guys are really handling this intellectually on your own, detaching from all this noise and chaos of other people. You're going to find a way out of this, Aquarius, and it's going to be mental. And then you're headed towards a new beginning. We have a queen here, another queen, a Queen of Pentacles. Might involve a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, a wife. There is something you don't know, Aquarius, about stability, security, finances this month. This is literally your Capricorn 12th house. We have the moon here. This is the High Priestess. Somebody may have a moon in Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. This is Pisces, Cancer energy to me. So I don't know. I think there's something you don't know. A message, a secret message coming to you. It might be around the 9th when there's a full moon eclipse. This could have been on Christmas, taking it back a few weeks, because this was when the moon was in Capricorn. There was an eclipse in Capricorn. You might have received a message, but I feel like this is a message that you don't see coming. And for some of you, it is in regards to your stability, but for others of you, this is about a reconciliation that someone regrets, right? Because we see the 2 of Cups and the 5 of Cups here. So someone here is still hanging on to love and romance, even though there's been a slight indication of depression, emotional regret. Someone here wants forgiveness. They're still focused on what didn't work out. Can you see those 2 cups behind that man there, Aquarius? That to me is these 2 cups. So this is about a relationship here, possibly a reconciliation, or for those of you who are single and not hanging on to something from the past, this is just about love in general. Maybe coming together with someone. It could be a Leo or a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It could be anyone. But be careful not to focus on what didn't work out in the past. This is water under the bridge. Someone here may be a bit disappointed when it comes to this, but I do feel like this is a specific 2 people coming back together emotionally, okay? Reconciling, or it's a strong emotional connection. Right after the 2 of Cups is the 8 of Wands. So this is going to be messages on the internet. It could be just communication. It's just communication. It could be travel. But either way, Aquarius, there's a veil masking this. So you have to wait for the moon to reveal this. I feel like that's a message about the full moon. So there may be a new beginning that you don't see coming in love or finance around the 9th. So let's see what else comes out for you, Aquarius. This is new communication coming in here. You're going to get out of your head. I don't know if you've been having trouble communicating lately. I'm pretty sure Mercury is in your 12th house. So communication right now is coming behind the scenes. All right. Now we have the Wheel of Fortune again. So this is Uranus. I forgot to mention that this card rules you, Aquarius. This is Uranus energy. Uranus is currently in Taurus. I believe it is still retrograde. And then we have Jupiter. So Jupiter and Uranus, very important. And I will say in astrology 2020, right now in January, Uranus and Jupiter have been trining over the last almost month, because Uranus is in Taurus, Jupiter's in Capricorn, and that's a trine. That's positive flow. So basically, going by astrology here, which Aquarius does rule astronomy and astrology, so I don't mind talking. I don't think you guys mind me talking about astrology either in these readings. So I will say there's a message here behind a message that I see in the cards, which is, Uranus is all about being unique and strange and unpredictable. It's about enlightenment. That's this. So that energy is in positive, harmonious flow with our fortune, our good luck, our karma. So there's some kind of new beginning here that is destined to happen. It's a leap of faith that is literally fated. We have fate, and faith. Leap of faith, turn of fate. Yeah, this is about things really turning. The table's turning now. We have Aquarius on this card, Leo, Scorpio, and Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo on that card. So you could be dealing with a fixed sign. Maybe this is about things becoming more stable for you after you release some kind of burden. Things are really going to change in January, specifically after that eclipse. Eclipses are very powerful. So, and that eclipse, Aquarius, on the zodiac wheel is happening, I believe, in your 6th house of lifestyle. Let's see, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. Yeah, that's 6 houses away from you. Again, this Sagittarius. I don't know if there's something here about patience or moderation, balance, healing energy, or you're dealing with a Sag. Okay, wow, we have the Lovers coming out. So we have a Gemini showing up. You could be dealing with Gemini. But the Lovers is a specific choice, Aquarius. It's, sometimes a third party. I just feel like, let me just listen to my intuition here instead of trying to be so factual with you, because I do feel your energy. I kind of become an Aquarius in these readings. What I see, first of all, here in the cards is that there's going to be a turning of events that is fated in relation to either a Gemini or a love connection. Like relationships for you are there. This is a fated connection. It might not be love for some of you. Aquarius, you guys are more into friendship and intellectual conversation. So this could, I don't know what this is for all of you, but love is on the table. We do have an Emperor here. So we have Aries and Gemini showing up. Somebody may have a combination of those 2 energies. This could be an Aries lover or a choice that you have to make as a father, as a leader, as someone who's in authority. This may have something to do with you in a boss in your life, but we have a masculine figure here in the 5 of Swords behind that Emperor. So I don't know if there's anyone here who had a significant argument with a father figure, like your father, your grandfather. You may be a father, or the father of your children. You may have a choice. Somebody's father may be a Gemini, or their baby daddy may be a Gemini, but these changes here, they're going to change connections in your life, and they are fated. And this is about control. You know, the Emperor to me is control, power. So you're going to need that energy when it comes to this choice. You know, I do see the Lovers as a choice, and it's like, I don't know if this is a fated choice or if this turning of events puts you at some kind of crossroads, specifically with a connection. It could be a friendship. It doesn't matter. But this is about you really being in power. Okay, a lot of different messages there, but let's see what this turns into. I don't know what someone doesn't want to fight anymore with a father figure, or this is maybe not wanting to fight with authority. Wow, we have a lot of major arcana. Out comes the Moon card. So we have a Pisces here now. Somebody here may have a Gemini moon, okay, or maybe the moon will be transiting Gemini at this important turn of events. This may be the Cancer, because this could be a Cancer or a Pisces, but this is the card for Pisces. A lot of different messages here, Aquarius, and I'll try to just take this slow, but when I read for you, information just comes thunderbolting down, like it's calculating, facts, like. So let's see here. Gemini moon may be important. This is my combination for secret lovers. This may be a soul connection or a connection. This may be a secret lover that, like, kind of like a secret admirer, but you guys have connected. They may be at a distance. This may be a secret choice, a choice that you're afraid to make at the end of January when these changes happen, because something is changing. Okay. And again, yeah, these may be, you know, you may both have other people or something like that, but there are feelings like you want to look to your moon sign when it comes to this connection. You guys might have opposite moons or moons in the same element, like someone might have a Taurus moon, someone else might have a Capricorn moon. This is a moon connection, a soul connection, but the Moon card talks about illusion, secrets, something that hasn't been revealed yet. A dream that you might have. Some of you may have a dream about some kind of lover. And if so, you're picking up on their hidden feelings for you, because this is that subconscious energy that you're going through in January. But by the end of January, you'll be going through your first house. So much will be illuminated here. You know, full moon. This is when the full moon happens. Somebody here may have a moon in Aquarius, Gemini, Libra as well. For sure, because I just looked at the bottom and we have the counterpart to this king. And what better combination could show up for you, Aquarius, than the king and the queen of swords? This to me is a representation of a relationship where there is clear communication. There may not be a lot of emotion involved, or love or passion, or maybe not even, you know, these two people may not really be tangibly involved or financially involved with each other. But these are two people who can clearly communicate. They both honor the truth. They're both used to, like, speaking what's on their mind. They're both a bit detached, but this is an intellectual relationship. Someone you have a mental connection with. It's interesting the queen is facing the opposite way, though. So the divine feminine may be, you know, a bit trapped in her mind. She may not be as open to communicating. She's focused on a new beginning here. Somebody here may have a very odd way of speaking. They may have Mercury in Aquarius, or, you know, an Aquarius third house. But I think this is something weird that someone says to you, Aquarius, or something weird that you say in relation to this new beginning. Okay? And this could easily be two Aquariuses, male, female, but it doesn't matter the zodiac. This is a couple. Whenever the king and the queen come out of the same suit, because, you know, we do have the king and queen of wands. That's a passionate relationship. King and queen of pentacles, that's usually like a business or tangible relationship. When the king and the queen of swords comes out, I know the relationship, this specific relationship, needs to be mentally and intellectually stimulating. That might be just something you guys are wanting in January. You know, these are two people who are both clear and intellectual individuals. They're both detached, though, so I don't know how that works, but, you know, behind the king of swords is the five of pentacles and the ace of pentacles and the queen of wands. So there is another woman here that this might be an outsider or a friend or some kind of, it might be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius woman that's important. But I do have a message here for you, Aquarius, about something you need coming in for you, especially those of you guys who have been going through financial conflict. Something you need, a new beginning is coming in. It might be a new job for those of you who've been jobless. It might be something that you need as far as, like, your home. There's just a resource that is coming in. It's going to help you get out of that loss. It's going to put you in a position of mental authority and intellect. So we do have clarity. I almost had the devil card come out. And looky, we have the star. What's behind you now, Aquarius? Seven of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. So now, oh, what the heck? Now look at here, Aquarius, King and Queen of Pentacles. Here's another depiction of a different form of a relationship. These two people are focused on value. Okay, they're focused on reality and the things that they consider worthy and tangible. They both have their own money. So this is another aspect of a relationship. Not only do you need a mental connection where they're a friend of yours, they can communicate with you, they're detached when they need to be, but they also need to have their own money and stability, right? That's also important to you. This could very well be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn coming back from the past that you have not talked to in a while. Coming back from the past when it comes to clarity, or this is about work. This could have had to do, I don't know if there's a water sign that you used to work with that moved on or something like that, because I do see love and work here with the if you can see that there, the Knight of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. This could definitely be about work. Those of you who haven't worked in a while or something, but this is communication coming in. Look at all that air energy for you, Aquarius. Something that, a new beginning, a new communication, and this is after someone has definitely taken a break. You might not have heard from this person. You've been waiting on some kind of investment to grow, though, Aquarius. You've been watering this, literally. You can see that this person is watering this. You've been trying to heal this. You've been waiting for this. But I do see these may be two people who have a child. If you have a child, Aquarius, you guys are trying to, you guys are trying to come together to stabilize your finances in that situation because you're preparing for like a child, or you may already have kids. But there's some kind of memories here that may be important. With the Six of Cups, this is children, nostalgia, emotions from the past, revisiting those memories, like, yeah, very nostalgic. So this might be a job from the past or some kind of stability from the past, okay? Or this is a soulmate connection where you were involved with someone in a business way and romantically, okay? Maybe this is a situation from a past life where you two ran a business together or something like that, but it's nostalgic, these two people, okay? So that's really interesting, Aquarius, that the Queen and King of Swords will come out, and then the King and Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so very interesting. And I stopped shuffling. I just saw the star card. That's what made me stop shuffling. But let's continue. Get you a couple more cards. See what's going on for the end of January. So show me the last couple of, like, just show me the end of January for Aquarius. We have the Page of Swords. You need to know more about something at the end of January because of some kind of conflict, because of some kind of argument. You know, this is definitely conflict. Similar to the conflict you started out with at the beginning of the month. And I do feel like this involves, you know, maybe feeling stuck in regards to love, but that's about to change, okay? You definitely require more because something's being kept from you. There's just something in the dark, something secretive. That's that 12th house energy. Yeah, this is a younger Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It could be the energy of a child. But I can definitely see the Page of Swords is an investigator. He's someone secretly spying on you, Aquarius, or you're spying on someone in secret. I don't know. You know, don't freak out. I don't think anyone's standing outside your window. I think in 2020, you know, someone spying on you these day and age is just your social media. You know, they may do this at nighttime. You could be spying on a Pisces. But I just feel like that there's a secret that you need to know more about, or a secret may come out. You may be spying on someone in secret and see something and find out they have two. I don't know. But the bottom of the deck here for this page is, you know, yeah, this has something to do with a home environment or a marriage where there's conflict. There's a missed opportunity to get married here or commit, or maybe you're dealing with a Taurus because we do have Taurus here. So there was a missed opportunity. Yeah, if you're dealing with a Taurus, or if this is about commitment, someone here has a lot of anxiety about committing. You know, maybe they just want to be single. There's some kind of apology or investment here. But yeah, someone here has anxiety about being single, committed, being self-sufficient. Like, maybe this is just about, you know, making sure you're good on your own first, Aquarius. Because Aquariuses are also very independent people. But someone here has anxiety, like maybe sleepless nights. And maybe you just need advice. Maybe this is about your beliefs or tradition. But I do see that someone here is a little bit emotionally bored with a home environment or in their marriage. They're not emotionally satisfied. And because of this, there's like arguments and someone doesn't want to fight. You may be ignoring options from elsewhere because you're married. I do see some options trying to come in, but you already live with someone, Aquarius. You're already committed. So you're not emotionally available for some of the options coming in, especially if they're love. But for those of you here married or committed or have a title, There definitely might be some arguing, okay? So let's see. Let's get you one more card, Aquarius. But I do see you guys kind of spying on somebody in the dark. Like you really want to bring light to a certain situation, clarity, specifically before you start this new beginning or take this risk. Like you guys like to make calculated risk. I mean, you're fun people, and you're always open to communicating. But it's like I feel like there's something here. Now look at what we end the reading on, the Seven of Cups, those options again, right? And look, the Ten of Cups. So you have a lot of options here, relationships. It's about what would emotionally fulfill you the most, Aquarius. So, you know, the end of January, I feel like you guys are going to be moving on to calmer waters, especially after you guys discover some kind of hidden fact or spy or, you know, investigation. Yeah. This may be news coming in to you about someone who's moving on. There's going to be some kind of new beginning as well. But yeah, I definitely see someone here who sees something in the dark, like, and it's about a third party, or maybe this is about some kind of choice. But either way, remember the Wheel of Fortune is here, Aquarius. So all this is about to change. January is a fated month for you, and there's decisions that you've always been meant to make. You're going to get clear about what's been trapping you and what's been preventing you from really just taking a leap of faith and starting over. By the end of the month, you are moving on to calmer waters, okay? So it may be sad to leave behind what you're leaving behind, but focus on the new that you're getting closer to, not the old that you're moving away from. Okay, Aquarius? So this is what I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If this resonated and you would like a personal reading, please look at my description box for my email and we can further converse about how to set that up. I am offering monthly readings, so if you would like a reading from January, February, March, all personalized for you, if that's something you're interested in, that's a new thing I'm doing, so please let me know and we can set that up. But other than that, have a happy new year. Start to this new decade, Aquarius. Happy birthday, you guys, later on in the month. And yeah, I'm really wishing you guys the best. I can't wait to talk more in February. Bye, guys.